Hi everybody, welcome to the AV room. Well, everybody else is doing them, so I figured I might as well do it too. Now, the past couple days I've spent trying to begin to alphabetize my collection, and it's been a nightmare. Too many titles, too many of them on the floor, not enough rack space. But I'm going to work on that in 2025. So this is going to be my best of list for 2025. Not so much a top 10, but just a best of list of the stuff I picked up, 2025 pressings, and what I liked the best, what I thought sounded the best. And maybe you've got a few of these in your collection, or maybe on my recommendation, you'll look forward to picking them up and adding them to your collection. Now, I'll be honest, I've been listening to a lot of reel-to-reel lately. I've been really into making my own mixtapes. I haven't been picking up too many new titles. The funds just kind of ran out. And so I've had to sort of pick and choose from the stuff that I mostly got earlier in the year. Now, there are a few titles that I got recently, mostly because I had them on pre-order. But a lot of these were from earlier in the year. And also a few of these are titles that I've done deeper, in-depth reviews of or unboxings of. So if you see some of these that I've done other full videos on, I'll point that out. And if you want to look them up in more detail, you can check out my past videos. Anyway, let's get started. My number one pick of the year. A lot of you guys are going to find this to be very weird, but I'm a weird guy. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, this has got it, if you look at it, it's got 2024 on the pressing itself. And that's because it took quite a while to get this thing out. Waxwork Records, thank Lord, did the Lord's work and dug this baby out from the original analog tapes. So if you're into soundtracks, if you're into horror movies, this is one of the granddaddies of lost soundtracks. Texas Chainsaw Massacre by Tobe Hooper, the director, and Wayne Bell. And it's a quite extravagant pressing, gatefold, photo book, colored vinyl. Show you the colored vinyl. All my vinyl I took the whole year and I ultrasonic cleaned everything. This is the vinyl on this baby. Look at that. How cool is that? So my first and favorite pick of the year, I'm starting at number one. I don't really have a ranking, but this is definitely my number one. And if you can't tell by my jacket and all those patches, I'm a horror movie soundtrack kind of guy. And this tops my list. Okay, now quite a few of these are cheats. I cheated a lot, and that's because it's my channel and my rules. So this is one of those cheats. This is the ZZ Top box set. This is the second box set, 79 to 90. See there? And this has got Eliminator, this has got Recycler, Afterburner, El Loco, and DiGaio. And this is a gem. Weighs a ton. And this is a Rhino high fidelity. You'll see quite a few Rhino high fidelities in this selections for 2025. This is definitely one of the top ones. This is heavy, and I'm going to put it down right there. So if you know anything about Rhino high fidelity and you've been buying their selections or pick and choosing for the ones that you want, I'm a ZZ Top guy. I got to meet these guys, amazing guys, kind, gentle guys. I did a lot of photography in Detroit, and I got to see them and photograph them. And this is one of my holy grails. I didn't have any ZZ Top, maybe one or two titles in my collection until Rhino High Fidelity put out the first box set and then the second box set this year. This is fidelity. Rhino High Fidelity. This thing is worth the money. If you're ever going to get ZZ Top and you want the best versions, right here. Now, people will pick and choose and say there's been other box sets. Sure, there have been. This is the best. This is the best my ears have ever heard. So a cheat kind of, several titles in one. ZZ Top box set, 79 to 90. This is another recent release. This is a release I also did an unboxing for, and one that my wife was very happy I picked up. Vinyl file, the name everybody loves. LP in the middle, Exodus, Bob Marley. I'm telling you, now you guys that have the money and are doctors and lawyers and have great full-time jobs and exchange and trade stocks, you go ahead and buy the expensive versions. You buy the UHQRs, you money daddy, you sugar daddies. I need a sugar daddy. But I'm an artist and I'm poor and I don't get freebies. So everything on my list isn't a freebie that was given to me. Yeah, a promo. None of these are promos. Nobody's given old Chris freebies or promos yet. I am taking and accepting freebies and promos. So I envy you guys that do get freebies a lot. And I do because I've told you guys that run your channels. But I digress. This is Exodus vinyl file. This is amazing. Joe Nino Hernandez, Sterling Sound, Nashville. You're going to get affordable, high fidelity here, guys. 100% worth every damn dollar. This sings. My wife never asks me to play vinyl. On the rare occasion, this has been played at least 20, if not 25 times since I've gotten it. She asks me to put this on just about every chance she gets. Loves it. And if it gets Mrs. AV Room's approval, Exodus. This is up there. This is definitely top 10 releases of the year. Definitely. Now, the Velvet Underground, also fantastic. The band, also fantastic. But this gets Mrs. AV Room's approval, so it gets Mr. AV Room's approval. Exodus. Okay. Now, this is another one of those cheats. I told you there's going to be a few cheats in my best of 25 list. If you had one of these bootleg color versions of this release, time to get rid of it. Time to get rid of it because officials came out this year. What are we talking about? We're talking about Danzig, Danzig 2, Danzig 3, and Danzig 4. Official represses. Now, again, I don't know if these are from analog or if these are from digital. Doesn't make a damn bit of difference. They rock. They shake the rafters. The AV room is a rockin'. Come on in and join the rockin'. Did that make it? That made no sense. If the AV room's rocking, come on in. Because these things, I turn it up and put my Halford speakers to the test. I crank this thing up to 11, Spinal Tap. I crank these things. Danzig 1, Danzig 2, Danzig 3, Danzig 4, fistful of Danzig. Keep repressing the Danzigs if they're going to sound this damn zig good. Danzigs. Pick these up, gang, while you can still get them. They've been repressed a couple times now because they keep selling out. Pick them up. 2025 is the year Glenn said yes. So, Danzig. Okay, my next pick for 2025, complete opposite of Danzig. Complete opposite of Danzig. Now, you might have picked up a 2024 pressing of this on Pink. Time to put that thing away. Not good. The one to get, the one that was repressed this year, 2025, double LP with demos, Christopher Cross. The debut, the one that rocked the airwaves, AM and FM. You got to know this thing if you were around when it first dropped. This is my late dog. This is one of his favorite albums. He would come in and lay down on the floor by the speaker and just listen. my ex-pooch Moochie. I loved playing him, Christopher Cross, and I wish he were with me. We lost him last year. And Sailing, Ride Like the Wind, Never Be the Same, Say You'll Be Mine, 11 rare, previously unissued tracks, 45th anniversary of the 5-time platinum Grammy Award winning Christopher Cross. This is the version. I have been waiting and waiting. I've got about 6 copies of the OG. Each one of them beat the holy hell because this record got played by people that bought it. So when that reissue came out, I had a client who gifted me this. And, I listened to it. It was better than my OGs that were beat up, but the sonics just weren't there. This one, Bernie Grundman, if I'm not wrong, Bernie Grundman, I believe, mixed this one. Boom. This is the one, gang. Until we get a UHQR, or something akin to that I can't afford anyway, UHQR, send me copies. Christopher Cross. This is phenomenal. Sonics that fill the room. Nice balance of mids, just enough lows. His beautiful, sublime voice. So the complete opposite of Danzig. One of my favorites for 2025, Christopher Cross. Okay, this next one actually got a friend of mine, the lead singer of this band, to reach out to me, telling me he saw the video and he thanked me for it. He thought he did a great job. And now I wished I had reached out to him earlier and included interviews with him in the review and unboxing I did. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the Rhino Reserve of Pawn Shop Heart by the Bondies. Now, this is another one that I had an OG press of on pink vinyl. There's some pictures of the guys I took. This is a Rhino Reserve. Came out not too long ago, and they done it right. It sounds fantastic. Now, this is a digital cut. He told me it was recorded digitally and analog tape. So depending on the producer of the cuts, there were 2 producers. One was a Detroiter. He was the analog guy. And the other was in LA, and he was the digital guy. And Joe Nino Hernandez, again, cut this one, the guy that's cutting the Vinyl File series. That guy's got an ear. I'm telling you, he's got an ear. And having known this band and seen them in concert many times in good old Detroit, there's my Detroit D. Good old Detroit, done proud. You guys, affordable. This thing's $30. Rhino Reserve. I'm just going to try to keep collecting as many as I can. I only have 2 right now because I'm not a rich man. And Pawn Shop Heart, you cannot go wrong. You like that garage rock sound from Detroit. This kid was, raised on that scene. You got the real effing deal here. This brought people from the back of the bar where the cool kids stand. I was usually up by the stage actually dancing. But when I was drinking, I was in the back of the bar. This brought those back of the bar cats up front. Bondies. Get this thing again while you can. Rhino Reserves. Good jam time music. So Rhino Reserves, Pawn Shop Heart. Okay, this is another one of those kind of cheats. Kind of a cheat. I'm going to bring up another title in addition to the one that came out in 2025, the one that came out in 2024. I picked this up in 2024, Rocktober release. It was Porno for Pyros, greatest hits. And I picked this up because I thought we're never going to see an official release of the debut album. Guess what? 2025, Porno for Pyros. Again, Rhino Reserve. Heat up the sticker in the back, flip it over on the included poly sleeve. Guys, it ain't rocket science. Save that hype sticker. Very easy. Worth it. Porno for Pyros. This thing is the jam. Lacquer's cut from the original analog tapes. Joe Nino Hernandez. I'm telling you, Kang, move over Kevin Gray and Chris Bellman. There's a new boy in town. Now, he's not new. He's been around for quite some time. But he needs to be talked about more. Joe Nino Hernandez. This guy is killing the game Between the vinyl file releases that he's been doing and the Rhino reserves, killing the game. You're a Jane's Addiction fan, you're a Porno for Pyros fan, this debut, boom, rock and roll at its finest. Sounds fantastic. Fan-friggin-tastic. Rocks the AV room big time. Pets sound sublime on this. Now, Pets sounded good on this too, but altogether, the flow, as they say, the artist intent, as they say, 33 and a third RPM, no getting up old man style and flipping it over for these fancy box sets. Porno for Pyros. Okay, now like I said, there's going to be a few titles in here you guys we're going to see coming from a mile away. So this one kind of belongs at the top, but I'm sticking it in the middle. Paranoid Rhino High Fidelity, Kevin Gray. Numbered version? What's a number? Just a number. Numbered version or non-numbered version, it's the same record, guys. Kevin Gray crushed it. Now, you're going to have your guys that are 50, 60 years up in age. See, I was so excited to kick my table. You're going to have your older guys that have those vertigo swirls, but you kids that are just starting buying records, you want the classics, you want some Sabbath, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Tell them to take that vertigo and shove it where the sun don't shine, because that's what I say. I don't have $400 or $500 to buy a vertigo swirl. I'd love to stumble across one, but that ain't going to happen in Midland, Texas, where I'm hitting garage sales and only getting mail order records. But this thing, mail order this baby if you don't have a record store. If you have a record store, ride your bike up there and go buy this thing. Take your driver's permit, buy this thing. Paranoid. You can't get any better. The year we lost Ozzy, for God's sake, do yourself a favor and his family, put some more money in that bank account. Black Sabbath Paranoid. This is the real deal. Just like the debut that came out that Rhino High Fidelity also put out, this thing sings. Sonics that shake the foundation. Now, the AV room here is on the second floor of Chris's house, and this room does shake. These walls sway back and forth when I play this thing. I turn it up to 12. My stereo only goes to 11, but I push it one further to 12 to play this bad boy. Yeah, I love me some rock. I got tattoos. I've been to rock shows. I've done drugs on Marshall Stacks. Yes, Paranoid. Those other guys, they ain't done drugs on Marshall Stacks. I assure you they have not. Those guys and the guys that run the forum shows, this guy has done drugs on Marshall Stacks. True story, many times, more than once. I don't do it anymore. I'm a clean-cut, coffee-drinking guy. But back in the day, when this was playing before the bands came on, before Zakk Wylde walked out on stage, or before Ozzy took the stage at Pine Knob in Michigan, you got your party on. You got yourself a whiskey and on some ice, if you were lucky, at one of the outdoor sheds, and you saw Sabbath live, and this puts you right back with Sabbath playing right in your own living room, bedroom, AV room, whatever room you jam out in. This thing is awesome. So 2025 was good to us, guys. One more time with some more Sabbath. And you know there's more to come. Steve said so. That's hyping another channel. But I love Steve Westman. So yeah, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. Okay, slight diversion. So as you've noticed, I've got a lot of rock. Now I'm getting more into jazz this year. I don't have a lot of jazz, and I definitely am trying to get into more jazz. But I also don't have a whole lot of funk. So I picked this up, Funkadelic. Now I'm a Detroit guy, and George Clinton, he's a Detroit guy. He hangs out in Detroit. He does shows in Detroit. He lives in a farm outside of Detroit. You know, I've seen Bootsy Collins. I've seen George in concert in the Metro Detroit area, even photographed George Clinton. So at the Emerald Theater in Mount Clemens. Funkadelic, Essential Reissue Series from ORG, put out on Westbound Records, 2 LPs, all analog. Now this is the orange edition from the In Groove. Mike had a orange edition put out, so I picked it up. I figure I'm gonna buy it. Might as well support a local guy and a special edition, and I'm glad I got this. Now you can also get this in a black edition, easy to pick up. You can find it. This thing rocks. Now it's a little pricier. This is a $60 record. I think on the secondary market, the orange one is probably closer to $100 now, but you can still get the black version for $60. Pick it up. Pick it up. It's the same master. It's the same stamping plates. So Funkadelic, the debut album. I mean, it's a rock album. It's a funk album. It's a mixture of the two. If you're not familiar with Funkadelic, stream this first album, see if you like it. But if you like fidelity, if you like audiophile pressings, and you like to turn your stuff up loud, fantastic release in 2025. Fantastic release. Highly recommended. Funkadelic. Okay, so I'm a big fan of the bands that hit the scene in the 80s. I was born in 1970. I was raised in the 80s, and these bands all took prominence in the 80s. Bands like New Order, Depeche Mode, The Cure. I saw all of them in concert at the Sheds. I saw the Cure and Orange movie with my mom and made a mistake. I thought it was The Cure in concert and dragged her out to go see it, and turned out to be a movie. I love 80s stuff. Loved Morrissey. Got to see the early Morrissey solo tour, first tour. Cranbrook. So I follow all those bands, all those Manchester bands, English bands. And this is a band that a lot of people don't know about. This is Monaco. This is when the bass player for New Order, Peter Hook, when he did his own band, Monaco, with singer David Potts. David Potts actually emailed me. I saved it, printed it up, saved it, and stuck it in here. It's in one of these. I could drag it out and show you, but I won't. I won't bore you. Monaco. Now this was put out. This is their debut, Music for Pleasure. This is put out on Music for Vinyl. See the sticker there, Music for Vinyl. This is the first album. Comes on orange vinyl, and they also released the second album. My copy was trashed in the mail, but this is the 25th anniversary of Monaco. This one had the hit single, I Got a Feeling. So you've got their second album and their first album released in 2025, repressed audiophile versions. These, if you like New Order, you're gonna freaking love these. If you've never heard of Monaco and you love New Order, you're gonna freaking love these. These are fantastic records. These are the best New Order records New Order never made. Then they also put out a record store day version. I got this off of eBay. This was a limited edition UK version only on green vinyl. And this has got remixes of I Got a Feeling, an instrumental version of I Got a Feeling, and then the song Heaven 7 and Barfly. So you get some extra cuts. And I had to have all the Monaco. I mean, if they're going to release it, I'm going to buy it. It's Peter Hook is the man, bass playing madman. Peter Hook is the jam. And I want to do a video, standalone video on Peter Hook. I have some other stuff to show, but I just had to add these to the 2025 list. So Monaco releases by Music on Vinyl 2025 was good to me. Monaco. Okay, we're getting towards the end of the pile. This one had to go on the list. This is who? Stone Temple Pilots. This is Tiny Music. This is a Mofi. I don't have many Mofi, but Mofi said they were going to release this, and I picked it up. You can see on the label there. Now, this is, again, this is a digital master, a digital cut. This is, they took the analog tapes, digitized them, and then cut this. You know the Mofi way. But I'm telling you, this blows every other pressing I've had out of the water. Truly knocks them right out of the water. This is the way you want to do it. Now, I have the other STPs that Analog Productions put out, and those are killer as well. If you're a STP fan, and I am, I'm an STP fan, I'm a Velvet Revolver fan, I'm a Scott Weiland solo fan, this sounds awesome. You are not going to see this guy buying 3-inch versions from Target for $14 should they put this out in those little, let's call them what they were, little bastard records. I chewed a guy a new one online the other day because he said he got a Black Sabbath 3-inch record. You know what? Take it and shove it where the sun don't shine. Those are offensive to real audiophiles. They are jokes. They are the little boo-boos of the world, and I don't want them. I want 12 inches. I want stereos that I can crank up and play rock and roll. I'm a rock and roll guy. If you can't tell by now, switch the channel and go someplace else. I love everything. I love music, period. But I'm a rocker guy through and through. This is rock music done right. As in my other previous choices here, from the Danzigs to the Sabbaths to the ZZ Tops, rock and roll done right, I can turn it up and my wife doesn't complain. So this definitely one of the best releases of the year. Stone Temple Pilots, Tiny Music. Okay, so my last 3 picks are also kind of cheats. They're all from one label. One label that I think has been knocking it out of the park. I don't have every release they've put out, but that's only because I'm not a rich man. So what I've got here is one of my childhood favorite albums. I got to see him in concert. I got to photograph Mickey Dolenz in concert. Rhino High Fidelity, Monkees. I mean, Kevin Gray, you guys know Kevin Gray does the Monkees justice. And this one, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones Limited, sings a sonic delight. So if a guy like me can go from Danzig, Sabbath, and STP to the Monkees and tell you you have my AV room stamp of approval, this thing sounds fantastic. Now, I don't have a $12,000 stereo. I have a good Ortophon Blue Needle. I have a Sansui 838 deck. I've got everything vintage 70s that I collected growing up. I got Halford speakers. I got at a Texas yard sale for $100, a 100-watt amp. I've got handmade speaker cables because I'm a poor guy, but I'm an audiophile guy. I don't consider myself an audiophile per se because I'm not a fancy schmancy show it off kind of guy, but I have that ear for it. My ears, I wish, didn't have the detail needing, bass wanting. I wish I was broken. I wouldn't be so picky. I'm a picky guy when it comes to my vinyl. This sells the whole caboodle. What does that even mean? I don't know. This is worth it, gang, for $40. Audiophile, Kevin Gray, Rhino High Fidelity, Davy Jones, Peter Tork, Mickey Dolenz, Mike Nesmith. Childhood, I got to see him on the Resurgence tour when they came back around, when they started showing back up on MTV. And I got to see the comeback tours several times. Like I said, I got to meet Mickey and tell him how much he meant to me. So this band is my childhood in the same way that breakdancing is my childhood. I mean, seeing Run DMC to me was as important as seeing the Monkees. To me, they were 2 peas in the pod. I was a kid growing up in an urban setting and loved the Monkees and loved hip hop and grew into loving rock and roll. So highly, highly recommended 2025 release, Rhino High Fidelity. Pick this up. Pick it up. Okay, so my next title is a title that took a while to get to me because it came damaged and beat the holy hell thanks to FedEx, or I should say no thanks to FedEx. I'm talking about Fleetwood Mac, the Rhino High Fidelity version. Now, this is the 33 1/3 version mixed by Kevin Gray, and I should say cut by Kevin Gray, mixed by Kevin Gray, and amazing. The sonics on this thing are next level good. Now, this is the version that came with the 45 alternate radio edits. And if you want my opinion, these things, wow, you want to talk sonics? Put these 45 radio edits on. They are out of this world. And we're talking best of 2025. best of 2025, hands down, top 5. I'm going to say it, top 2. My next one is my top cut, really, to be honest. I owe everything to the next version, but the next album. But these, I mean, why look for another version? It's right here. It's affordable. It's still in print. Now, the one with the 45 is going to cost you a little more, but well worth it. It's that good. You get Over My Head, Rihanna, Say You Love Me, and Blue Letter single versions. And here you've got the album versions. And I've got another video on this where I talk about this. Go check it out if you want. I just say the same thing. They're amazing. They're amazing. One of the best releases of 2025. Hands down, Fleetwood Mac. Okay, the one we've all been waiting for. My pretty much top pick, if you discount my top pick at the beginning of the video. And I've kept you here too long. There's Cocktails to Be Had. So this next album I've owned. I've got 2 copies of. They're OG copies because it was hard to find. And this album is the album everybody's been crying for years. And when I heard about it, I made a video. Finally did what I said I was going to do for years, and that's start a YouTube channel. And here we are now, all 5 of you watching. Thank you. I owe all of you 5 a taco dinner. What am I talking about? Buckingham Nicks. It was up to a point my highest rated video when I reviewed this version. This is the Rhino High Fidelity with the 45. And I did a video and I compared the CD that came out, the colored vinyl that came out, and my OGs that came out, as well as this and the 45. And it really got me rolling and decided I wanted to keep doing this. This copy, I may, I'll probably still play my originals. I've got pretty clean originals, but this 45 has already gotten a lot of play. I played this 45 more than I've played the 33, and I played the 33 a lot. Now, I still break out my OGs because they're different. This sounds fantastic, though. If you can't find an OG or you don't want to pay the price for an OG, pick this up. It is so damn good. There's a reason why it sold out as soon as they announced it. This version is sonic perfection, Kevin Gray goodness. The man clearly knows what he's doing, and he's done justice. The band themselves said this version rules. Lindsey Buckingham heard this and went, Kevin Gray, you got my sign off. You guys, the best release of the year to this guy. Maybe tied with the other one that I said was the best release. There's a lot of good releases. And I don't think I'm going to have as many titles in 2026. Things are, I'm looking at a new job and I don't know where that's going to go. And I don't know if I'm staying in Texas. There's a lot of unknown variants going on. But for right now, I'm going to say this is my favorite release of the year. I owe the AV room to this release. And thank you all for watching. This was my Tops of 2025 episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you soon again here in this AV room. Like and subscribe, leave comments. Tell me if any of these are on your top 25, 30 list, top 10 list. How many were there? I don't even know. Too many. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you again soon in the AV room.